It's kind of funny when you think about it. We use this thing every single day. It's so integrated into our lives, we barely even notice it's there. We're sending messages, watching movies, buying stuff, all without a second thought. But what is the internet really? Let's actually figure that out.
Right? It's such a simple question, but the answer is, well, it's pretty fascinating. And let's get one thing straight right away. It's not some magical cloud floating up in the sky. It's not one single place. So what is it that we're all plugging into? Let's break it all down.
Okay, so here's the official textbook definition, but I want you to ignore everything else and just focus on that last bit. A network of networks. That is the key, the absolute core idea. The internet isn't one single giant thing. It's actually a gigantic collection of smaller networks, all agreeing to speak the same language so they can connect to each other.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with that big picture idea, then we'll peel back the layers and see how it all actually works. After that, we'll take a quick trip back in time to see where this whole thing came from. And finally, we'll get real about the internet's role in our lives, the good, the bad, and everything in between. All right, let's dive into part one. What does it really mean to be a network of networks? Well, the clue is hiding right there in the name. Internet is literally just shorthand for interconnected network. Think about it like this. You've got your own little network at home, right? Your Wi-Fi. And your office has one, your local coffee shop has one. The internet is basically the magical glue that connects all of those little networks together, and millions more, all across the globe. It's the ultimate connector. Okay, so it's a web of connected networks. Got it, but how does an email from your laptop in London get to a server in Los Angeles in, like, half a second? Now we're gonna look under the hood. You can kind of break it down into three simple layers. First, you've got the end devices. That's you. It's your phone, your computer, but it's also the servers out there holding the websites. Second, there's the network infrastructure. This is the physical stuff, the fiber optic cables, the satellites, the routers. Think of them as the roads and highways. And third, you have the protocols. These are the rules of the road that make sure everything flows smoothly and doesn't crash. It's that simple. Now, here's a fact that just might blow your mind. When you load a web page, that page doesn't get sent to you in one big piece. No way. It gets shattered into thousands of tiny little pieces called packets. This idea is called packet switching, and it's the secret sauce that makes the internet so incredibly fast and efficient. So, with all of these little packets flying around, how does anything stay organized? Well, that's where those rules of the road, the protocols, come in. The two big ones are TCP and UDP. Think of TCP like sending a registered letter. It's super reliable. It makes sure every single packet arrives in the right order. It's perfect for something like an email where you can't have a single word missing. UDP, on the other hand, is like regular mail. It's way faster because it just sends the data without check. Okay, but with billions of these packets zipping around every second, how do they know where to go? That, my friends, is the job of routers. This quote is perfect. They really are the traffic cops of the internet. They look at the address on every single tiny packet and shout, "Okay, you go this way," directing it along the fastest and most efficient path to its destination. It's amazing. So we know what it is and how it works, but where did this world-changing invention even come from? It's got a pretty cool origin story, so let's take that quick trip back in time. Believe it or not, this all started back in the 1960s with a US military project called ARPANET. Then, the 70s gave us the language of the internet, TCP/IP. But the real game changer, the thing that made the internet usable for us, came in the 80s with the invention of the World Wide Web. And then, boom, the 90s hit, browsers like Netscape came out, and the internet went from being a tool for scientists to a global phenomenon that changed everything. And all of that history led us straight to today, where the internet isn't just a tool we use, it's woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. I mean, it's almost impossible to imagine a single day without it. We seriously use it for everything, from catching up with old friends to ordering dinner. It's become our movie theater, our shopping mall, our library, our classroom, and for a lot of us, our office. The internet has fundamentally reshaped almost every single part of modern society. But, and this is a really big but, for all of its amazing benefits, this incredible tool is absolutely a double-edged sword. So let's take an honest look at the pros and the cons. I mean, just look at this. On one hand, it connects us, it empowers entrepreneurs, it gives us instant access to basically all of human knowledge. Incredible. But on the other hand, it's also created huge problems. Addiction, cyberbullying, the spread of misinformation, and massive concerns about our privacy. It is an unbelievably powerful force, and we're all still figuring out how to handle it. Which really brings us to the final and maybe most important question. The whole promise of the internet was that it would connect the world. But in this age of social media bubbles and online arguments, you really have to wonder, has it actually brought us closer together as people? That's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me on this.